Have you ever been in the middle of an intimate moment and suddenly found yourself wondering, not about what's happening, but about what he's really feeling? You're close, your bodies fit together perfectly, yet somewhere deep inside there's a quiet thought that asks, is he just enjoying this, or is he completely lost in me? That little question crosses more minds than anyone admits, but almost no one ever says it out loud. Because real intimacy isn't just about bodies moving. It's about energy, emotion, rhythm, and the invisible pull that makes a moment unforgettable. The truth is, many people spend years thinking that desire depends only on what you do. But what if the real secret hides in how you do it? In the way your timing, presence, and quiet confidence can shift the whole emotional atmosphere between you. What if everything you thought you knew about passion was only one side of the story? For the longest time, I believed connection was built on intensity alone. The faster, the wilder, the louder it was, the more it had to mean, right? But over time, I learned something different. The most powerful moments aren't always about speed or strength. They're about awareness. The way you really look at someone, how you slow down enough for them to feel seen, wanted, chosen. That small shift changes everything. Because when you move, speak, or even breathe with intention, you're not just creating pleasure, you're shaping emotion, building memory, giving the other person a reason they'll never forget you. There's a reason why some experiences fade instantly, while others replay in the mind for years. It's not perfection that makes them last. It's presence. And here's the paradox. Most people rush through connection, trying to prove something, to impress, to perform. But true power doesn't come from trying harder. It comes from feeling deeper. It's about tuning into the subtle exchange of energy, the dance between giving and receiving, the difference between simply touching someone and truly reaching them. And that art, the quiet emotional rhythm between two people, is what we're about to explore together. In this journey, I'll show you 5 emotional keys that can make any intimate moment unforgettable. They're not about technique, they're about energy, confidence, rhythm, and connection. You'll learn how anticipation transforms desire, how rhythm builds emotional craving, how your whole body can communicate more than words, how confidence shifts power, and how tenderness makes passion even stronger. These aren't tricks, they're emotional languages. Once you understand them, you'll never look at connection the same way again. But before we go deeper, I want you to hold on to one idea. True attraction isn't about control, it's about harmony. It's when your energy meets another's, and both of you feel it like the opening notes of a song that lingers long after it ends. That's what makes chemistry real. That's what makes someone crave your presence, not just your touch. And maybe that's what's been missing in how most people approach intimacy. So, let me ask you, what if the way you connect could be more powerful, more magnetic, more emotional than anything you've ever known? What if someone could keep thinking about you not because of what you did, but because of how you made them feel? In the next part, we'll open the first emotional key, one that almost no one talks about, but every unforgettable moment depends on: the secret of anticipation. The art of turning every second before the peak into part of the pleasure itself. Once you understand it, you'll see that connection doesn't start with touch, it starts a heartbeat before it. Let's begin with anticipation, the quiet ingredient that defines every deep connection. It's not about teasing or playing games, it's about understanding the psychology of desire itself, because the mind starts craving long before the body reacts. Think about the last time you wanted something deeply, a meal, a moment, a touch. What made it powerful wasn't the thing itself. It was the waiting, the build-up, the seconds before it happened. That space between wanting and receiving is where real magic lives. Most people rush through intimacy the same way they rush through life, impatient, focused on the finish line. But the truth is, every second before the end is part of the experience. The pause makes everything stronger. The silence fills with imagination, and imagination is the most powerful stimulant there is. I used to believe connection meant giving everything quickly, as much as possible, as fast as possible. But that urgency hides fear, the fear of not being enough, of losing interest, of letting silence stretch too long. Yet, those who really understand attraction know this. The pause is not emptiness, it's a stage. When you slow down, you're not withholding pleasure, you're expanding it. You're saying, I know what's coming, and I'm going to savor it. That energy changes everything. The other person doesn't just feel desire, they feel tension, wonder, fascination. And that tension is what makes moments unforgettable. Picture two hands almost touching, a shared breath hanging in the air. That inch of space holds more electricity than the instant of contact. The human mind is built to crave completion. When you build anticipation, you give it something to chase. And that chase is where emotional addiction begins. But anticipation isn't about control, it's about awareness. It's knowing when to move and when to wait, when to let silence speak, when to slow the rhythm just enough so both can feel the edge of longing without crossing too soon. It's the art of stretching time. When you look into someone's eyes and let a second pass before you move, when you let your words fall into silence and echo, you create something that feels endless. That's the essence of emotional connection, making seconds feel like forever. What most don't realize is that anticipation also builds confidence. When you can slow down without fear, you send a message, I don't need to rush, I already have your attention. That calm certainty is magnetic. It draws the other person closer because it feels rare. Everyone's rushing through life, but when you offer stillness, presence, and patience, it feels like relief, like something worth staying for. There's a reason great musicians never begin with the chorus. They let the melody breathe and build, note by note. Intimacy is the same. If you give everything too fast, there's nowhere left to go. But when you build slowly, glance, breath, touch, pause, you create a rhythm the other person can't stop following. They're not just reacting anymore, they're anticipating. And that anticipation transforms simple attraction into deep desire. It keeps you in their mind long after the moment ends. So the next time you want to rush, don't. Pause. Listen. Feel the rhythm of breathing. Let silence exist. Let your energy speak. You'll be surprised how powerful every touch, every look, every word becomes when it's not hurried. Because anticipation isn't about waiting. It's about depth. It reminds you that connection doesn't live in the climax. It lives in the heartbeat before it. And once you master that heartbeat, you'll never need to chase attention again. It will come to you naturally, drawn by your presence like gravity. In the next part, we'll explore the second emotional key, rhythm. Because once you know how to build anticipation, rhythm is what turns that emotional tension into flow. It's how you make connection feel like music, not noise. If anticipation is the soft inhale of desire, rhythm is the steady heartbeat that keeps it alive. It's the silent music that makes everything feel natural, effortless, unforgettable. Every relationship, every spark of chemistry has its own rhythm, an emotional pulse moving between two people. But most of us never notice it. We rush through words, through touch, through emotion, as if connection were a task to finish. But true attraction doesn't move in straight lines. It moves in waves. Rhythm is the art of moving between energies, slow and deep, quick and playful, strong and gentle, so that every shift feels alive. When everything stays at one pace, the mind drifts. But when rhythm changes, curiosity wakes up again. That's why music can move us without words. It plays with our expectations. Connection does the same. You can make someone feel safe, thrilled, drawn in, and awakened simply by changing your rhythm. Listen to how two people speak when they're fully engaged. Their voices rise and fall, their pauses stretch, their laughter interrupts. That's rhythm. It's not about perfection, it's about being fully alive. I used to think attraction meant control, keeping everything smooth and impressive. But rhythm taught me that imperfection is what makes things real. A sudden laugh, a tiny pause, a soft whisper, all of it adds texture. And texture is what makes emotion unforgettable. When you bring rhythm into connection, you give it shape and depth. You show that passion isn't a single tone, it's a song made of many layers. Sometimes it's quiet like a single piano note, and sometimes it's wild like a fast drum beat. That movement between calm and intensity is what keeps someone drawn to you, because they can't quite predict what comes next, and that sense of mystery pulls them closer. Rhythm also shows confidence. When you can shift the pace without losing control, it shows you're sure of yourself. It's like saying, "I know where this is going, and I'm guiding it." That subtle leadership makes the other person relax, because your rhythm gives them space to feel. It's like dancing. You don't need to be flawless, you just need to move with awareness. Connection feeds on contrast. If you're always intense, the fire starts to lose its meaning. If you're always gentle, that softness fades into the background. But when you mix those energies, you create a journey. And people don't fall in love with moments. They fall in love with journeys. There's even science behind this. The brain releases dopamine when it senses surprise followed by pleasure. Every change in rhythm, every pause, every small surprise sparks that chemical. You're literally making connection addictive. But rhythm isn't just physical, it's emotional too. It's in the way you look at someone and then look away, the way your voice drops after laughter, the way silence fills the space and feels natural instead of tense. That emotional rhythm builds trust. It tells the other person they're safe here, but they'll never be bored. That perfect blend of comfort and excitement is what creates chemistry. Once you understand rhythm, you don't need to impress anyone. You just feel their energy and play with it. Listen to how their voice changes, how their breath slows or quickens, how their focus moves. You respond, adjust, lead. That silent dance of awareness becomes a language words could never replace. In a world that moves too fast, rhythm becomes rebellion. It's the courage to slow down when everyone else rushes, and the instinct to move faster when the moment asks for it. It's knowing when the energy needs space and when it needs closeness. People who understand rhythm don't chase connection, they create it. And the truth is, rhythm already lives inside you. Your heartbeat, your breath, your pulse, all reminders that life itself moves in waves. When you align your energy with that natural rhythm, every connection becomes music. And like a song that stays long after it ends, the memory of that rhythm lingers with the other person long after you're gone. In the next part, we'll explore how to make that music stronger, how to use your body as an instrument of emotion and presence, turning every movement into a message no one can forget. Rhythm gives connection its flow, but presence gives it its soul. Full-body presence turns attraction from a spark into something alive and magnetic. It's when every part of you, not just your words or gestures, shows that you're fully here, not somewhere else. Presence isn't about performance, it's about awareness. It's the art of letting your body express energy, emotion, and intention without speaking. Many people think connection comes from words or touch alone, but truthfully, energy speaks first. The way you stand, how your shoulders rest, how your eyes linger, all of it speaks before you do. The human brain reads the body faster than it processes words, so every movement, how you breathe, tilt your head, or shift your weight, shapes how someone feels around you. The difference between awkward silence and electric stillness is presence. I once believed confidence was about saying the right thing, but real confidence starts in your body. It's the strength to stay still, to breathe deeply, to stay grounded even when your heart races. When you hold that calm intensity, people feel it. They don't always understand why, but they can't look away. Full-body presence is rare in a distracted world. Think about the last time someone truly looked at you, not just a glance, but really saw you. That moment stays, doesn't it? Because full attention is the purest form of desire. When you give someone your full awareness, you make them feel seen, and that feeling becomes addictive. Presence also creates safety. When your body is relaxed and open, it tells others they can trust you. It invites them to mirror your calm, to soften, to connect deeply. That's why some people can make you open up within minutes. It's not their words, it's their energy. The body sends trust before the mind even realizes it. Presence also has rhythm. It's not about holding eye contact too long or keeping perfect posture. It's about balance, the smooth shift between focus and ease, stillness and motion, weight and lightness. Every time you shift energy with awareness, you invite someone to do the same. Connection becomes a dance, a silent message that says, I see you, I feel you, I'm here. When your whole body joins that dance, when your breath moves with theirs, when your gestures mirror their tone, you create resonance. And that resonance is what makes chemistry effortless. You don't have to force attraction. It happens naturally when both energies align. Presence is how you show authenticity. When you're self-conscious, your body tightens, your shoulders stiffen, your gestures shrink, your eyes look away. But when you drop into presence, you stop pretending. You start expressing. Every move becomes honest. You laugh when it's real. You pause when you need to. You move because you feel, not because you're trying. That truth isn't just attractive, it's magnetic, because it allows others to be real too. And here's the secret: when you embody full presence, you don't need to do much. Silence gains power. A single look becomes a message. A small movement carries more meaning than 100 perfect lines. The more grounded you are, the more easily you guide the room's energy. It's like tuning an instrument. You don't play harder, you play in tune. So take a breath, feel your posture, notice your breath, your energy filling the space. That simple awareness changes how others feel around you. Because when you are fully present, people don't just see you, they feel you. And long after the words fade, it's the feeling they'll crave. In the next part, we'll explore the fourth emotional key: confidence and control. The skill of leading connection with calm certainty, of setting the pace and direction so someone feels safe enough to let go with you. Confidence isn't about dominance, and control isn't about power over anyone else. The kind of control that draws people in is emotional steadiness, the ability to guide an experience with quiet confidence. When you're sure of yourself, you don't need to prove anything. Your energy speaks for you. It's in the way you pause, how you lead a moment, how you choose the rhythm instead of waiting for approval. Many mistake control for force, but real control is grace under emotion. It's moving with purpose without losing your softness. Think of a conductor leading an orchestra. They don't shout or rush. They move in tune with every note, guiding the flow with the smallest gesture. That's true confidence. You don't need to demand attention. You command it through calm presence. I used to think confidence came from perfection, from knowing what to say or do, but real confidence grows from acceptance. When you're at peace with imperfection, you become unshakable. Nothing can throw you off because you no longer need validation to feel secure. That steady energy draws others in. People are drawn to those who know themselves, who lead not from pride, but from clarity. Control in this sense isn't about taking over, it's about setting the emotional temperature. When you bring calm into a space, you give others a place to rest. They relax because they sense you won't crumble under pressure. That's what makes confidence so magnetic. It makes people feel safe. When you're grounded, you let others release their guard. Think of two people dancing. One leads, one follows. The best dances happen not through domination, but through trust. The leader listens, feels, and adjusts. Confidence works exactly like that. It's not control for control's sake. It's harmony in motion. It's about harmony. The confident person senses the moment, understanding when to take the lead and when to let go. They create a rhythm between control and surrender, and that balance feels magnetic because it turns connection into true collaboration. When you embody real confidence, the entire dynamic changes. You stop searching for approval and start shaping experience. You become the one who sets the emotional pace, the one others naturally want to follow. Even the smallest gestures express this energy. The steady way you meet someone's eyes without flinching, the calmness in your voice even in intense moments, the smile that appears without waiting for validation. These quiet signals speak clearly. I'm here. I know myself. I'm not afraid of emotion. That's why confidence and control feel so compelling. They radiate freedom. You're no longer tied to fear, uncertainty, or insecurity. You lead because you're rooted in your truth. And strangely enough, that groundedness makes others feel free too. They sense they can relax, stop pretending, stop performing. When control is expressed with warmth, it doesn't limit energy, it releases it. It's the craft of building a safe container where emotions can move naturally. Just as music needs rhythm to rise, connection needs presence and timing to grow deeper. When you show that you can hold that emotional space, people trust you. They open up in ways they never would around someone unsure of themselves. Confidence amplifies attraction because it signals intention. When you speak, act, or decide from a place of awareness, you're communicating, I'm here by choice. I choose this. I choose you. That awareness of being chosen is a powerful emotional spark. It tells someone they're wanted, not by chance, but through deliberate desire. And when that recognition settles in, it becomes unforgettable. So let your confidence stay calm, your control remain kind, and your leadership feel natural. When you blend strength with gentleness, assertiveness with ease, you become someone people are drawn to without even knowing why. Because true confidence isn't loud or showy, it's steady and grounded. It's the quiet sense that says, you're safe here. And in that safety, connection flourishes. Now let's move into the next emotional rhythm, the paradox that keeps attraction alive, the balance between passion and tenderness, between heat and softness, between intensity and care. This is the final pulse that transforms chemistry into emotional depth. Every deep connection exists in contrast. Passion without tenderness burns too fast, and tenderness without passion fades too quietly. The art lies in blending both until they become one, the fire of desire wrapped in the softness of care. That balance turns moments into something not just exciting but meaningful, not just thrilling but grounding. Many think passion is all about energy or movement, but true passion isn't about how loud or wild it feels. It's about focus. It's the spark that says, I see you, I want you, I'm fully present. Tenderness is what gives that spark a place to rest. It's the quiet reassurance that says, you're safe here, you can relax. When passion and tenderness meet, something rare happens. You stop performing, you start connecting. The energy shifts from trying to prove attraction to simply sharing it. Passion gives the moment its voltage, while tenderness gives it its weight. Without tenderness, passion flares like a fire without air. It burns out fast. With tenderness, it lingers, becoming warmth that stays long after the touch ends. The secret lies in the transitions. in the way you move from fierce to soft, from laughter to silence. Those contrasts wake up emotion because they reflect real life. Our hearts crave both excitement and peace. When you can offer both, you create an emotional rhythm no one forgets. I once believed that intensity alone proved connection, that the stronger the spark, the deeper the bond. But I've learned that intensity without care leaves emptiness behind. The most meaningful moments carry both the thrill of passion and the calm of belonging. It's in the way you lean closer after laughter, the way you whisper softly when the energy peaks, the way you pause just long enough to let someone breathe before drawing them in again. That small dance between passion and tenderness tells the mind, this isn't chaos, it's connection. When someone feels both desired and cherished, they open in ways they never have before. They stop guarding themselves, they stop pretending, they start feeling. And that emotional openness is what turns attraction into attachment. It's no longer about thrill, it's about meaning. Tenderness strengthens confidence too. When you allow yourself to soften, it shows courage, not weakness. It says you're secure enough to care without fear of losing control. You understand that gentleness doesn't dull intensity, it deepens it. That's why the most magnetic connections live in rhythm, not constant fire. The pulse between noise and quiet, passion and stillness, chaos and calm. That rhythm is what stays in someone's mind long after you've gone. They remember not just how alive they felt, but how safe they felt inside that aliveness. Think about a song you love. The notes that stay with you aren't the loudest. They're the ones between the beats, the silences that let emotion sink in. Connection works the same way. The quiet moments give the wild ones meaning, and the wild ones make the quiet ones unforgettable. When you master both, you offer the full spectrum, adrenaline and serenity, fire and stillness. That's what creates memories that replay in someone's mind like a song they can't stop humming. Here's the deeper truth. This balance doesn't just change how others experience you, it transforms how you experience yourself. When you can shift from passion to tenderness with ease, you've learned to guide your own emotional rhythm. You're no longer reacting, you're creating. You're not chasing connection, you've become it. Because passion without care can consume, and care without passion can fade. But when they exist together, you hold a rare kind of power. The power to make someone feel seen, wanted, and deeply valued all at once. That's what true chemistry is. More than sparks, it's light. So as you move into your next connection, remember, don't only bring heat, bring warmth. Don't just chase intensity, build meaning. Let your energy move like waves, rising and falling naturally. Let your words blend honesty with feeling. Let your eyes speak the things that words can't. And above all, don't be afraid to pause, to breathe, to smile, to soften. Because it's in those quiet moments that hearts align. When you can hold both the fire of passion and the softness of tenderness in the same breath, you become unforgettable. Not for what you do, but for how you make someone feel. That feeling is what lingers, what reshapes memory, what turns a single experience into something timeless. So here's my invitation. Next time you connect with someone, whether through touch, conversation, or even a glance, practice this balance. Let the moment rise like a melody, build with passion, soften with care, and end in silence that says everything. Because connection isn't about chasing excitement, it's about creating resonance. And when you do that with awareness, rhythm, confidence, and heart, you don't just attract attention, you create belonging. You become a story that lives in someone's memory. And if these words resonate, stay close. Subscribe, follow. Keep learning how to turn ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. Because this is just the beginning. There's a whole new world of emotional artistry waiting for you to discover. And once you do, connection will never feel the same again.